And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Outside Irving. Here's Cheeks. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Iverson. Now here's Iverson. No luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Paul with the ball. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. And here's Maggette. Fades away. And the shot is good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
We're about 1 minute into the first.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers.
Now here's Iverson. Griffin grabs the board. Now here is Maggette. Pass to Paul. And he lobs it up over the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam. And here we go with Maurice Cheeks. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Iverson outside. Shoots off the screen. Iverson left side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson. And it's the Clippers' ball. Paul outside. Pass to Maggette. Now here's Griffin. Second shot opportunity. It's Cunningham with the rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now here's Iverson. Here's Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Launches it. Good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
The Clippers trail. And here is Paul. Pass to Griffin. Back to Paul. And here's Maggette. Shot clock at 5. They need this. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. He has 6.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
They set the pick. Iverson outside. Cheeks. Back to Iverson. Iverson right side. And it's blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to Paul. Maggette with it. And stolen by Chamberlain. Iverson outside. And stolen by Jordan. Ball outside. Pass to Griffin. Here's McAdoo. Here's McAdoo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Griffin down low. So they take the lead.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Iverson. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. There's the pick. Paul outside. And the layup falls. Now Iverson. Now Chamberlain. Back to Iverson. Pass to Irving. Here is Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from Cunningham. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Maggette. Back to Paul. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to go. Here's Cheeks. It's blocked. Paul with the ball. Back to Maggette. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Cheeks. Good. 5 points in the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And here is Paul. Pass to Maggette. And here is Jordan. Back to Maggette. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Now Chamberlain. The fader. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Paul, right side. Chamberlain brings the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McAdoo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And hits it! Unbelievable! And so here's Philadelphia. Now here's Iverson. Iverson right side. Pass to Irving. Four on the clock. The 76ers making a switch here. Pass to Hawkins. Walton with the steal. Paul outside. Here's McAdoo. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maggette. Makes it off the glass. He's got 11.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The 76ers trail. Embiid. Hall grabs the board. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now the 76ers with it. Here's Cheeks. He has 5. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 on the clock. It's about the run, and he hits the jump shot. And it's the Clippers with the ball. And here is Paul. Maggette with it. Now, here is Maggette. Came in up top. Back to Maggette. Fires the 3. Count that one. He's got 14.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Hawkins. Here's McGinnis. Cheeks. Here is Hawkins. From past the arc. Rebound, Bill Walton. Here's McAdoo. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Here's Cheeks. He's got 5. And the 76ers call time here. The 76ers making a switch here. Here's Collins. Pass to Collins. Here's McGinnis. Here's McGinnis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And that one's good.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Here's Los Angeles now. Outside Gordon. Here's Free. Here's Collins. Pass to Iguodala. Hawkins. Pocket 6. Takes it from 10. Embiid. And it falls over the rim and in. Here's Gordon. Here's Free. Back to Gordon. Left side Gordon. And it's rejected. Now Iguodala. Pass to Hawkins. Embiid. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Here's Free. Back to Gordon. One second left. And it's good on the layup. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Clippers on top. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys. Here's Reddick. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Free. High, arcing shot. And the layup is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Iguodala. Pass to Hawkins. And it's off from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Kaman. Missed inside.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Iguodala outside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Clippers making a switch here. Pass to Free. Now here's Williams. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Iguodala outside. Here's Dawkins. From 6 feet. Again, Philadelphia.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Outside Williams. Lots of room. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Iguodala with it. Pass to Collins. Here's Simmons. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. The 76ers making a switch here. Now here's Williams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Griffin. Can't get it to go. Now here's Iguodala. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Simmons. Back to Iverson. Pass to Dawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simmons. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Harper. Harper's shot's good. The 76ers trail. Iverson outside. Pass to Cunningham. He's against Williams. Hits the fadeaway. 5 points in the game. Here's Harper. Griffin with it. Outside Gordon. Clock at 4. Tries again. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, they really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Here's Simmons. They set the pick. Here's Simmons. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Right through the knee for the layup. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. And here is Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. And here are the 76ers now. Iguodala outside. Pass to Cunningham. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the 76ers making a change here. And so here are the Clippers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Tries it from 19. Williams gets the bucket. Now Iguodala. Here's Simmons. Pass to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked. Harper's shot's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Timeout called the 76ers. Iverson on the wing. Iverson right side. Pass to Iguodala. Iverson outside. Puts up a 3. That's good. He has 7.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Harper. Eric Gordon on the wing. Right side Gordon. Jordan. Here's Harper. Rocket 6. The second chance effort. And Gordon lays it in.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Here's Philadelphia. Trailing by 10. Here's Simmons. Here's Simmons. There's a good screen. Here's Iguodala. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Outside Williams. Chamberlain brings the double team. Outside Williams. Eric Gordon on the wing. They get a hand on it. Iverson outside. Back to Iguodala for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Here's Williams. Pass to Gordon from downtown, but he stays with it. 6 to shoot. Williams up on top. Another shot. That drops. He's got 6.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Simmons. Fades. Again, Philadelphia. The Clippers in the lead. Now Gordon. 6 points for him. Pass to Williams. Here's Harper. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And here is Iverson. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Harper. Outside Gordon. Pass to Griffin. He's covered by Iguodala. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Griffin. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And here comes Iverson. He's got 10. Here is Cunningham. Cunningham inside.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Gordon with it. Pass to Harper. Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Harper. He's got 6. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Pass to Iguodala. And here's Chamberlain. They set the pick. Here's Simmons. Here's Iverson. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 3. Now here's Iverson. 10 points for him. Here's Simmons. Now here's Iguodala. Now Chamberlain. He's against Jordan. Takes it from 10. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Pass to Williams. Left side Williams. Now Griffin. Outside Griffin. Gordon up on top. With the lead pass. And DeAndre Jordan pulls it down. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the 76ers making a change here. Free throw good, Jordan. And here comes Iverson. There's the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the first half is now in the books. The Clippers on top. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One of the stories here, Corey Maggette getting it done today. Here's Paul. Pass to Maggette. Griffin with it.
Defensive foul.
And so here are the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. That is good. The 76ers trail. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Cheeks. Right side Irving. Here's Cheeks. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. And here is Paul. Pass to Maggette. Back to Paul. Here's McAdoo. Here's McAdoo. And Griffin backs in. A jump hook. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Cheeks. He's got 5. There's the pick. Pass to Irving. Right side, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 7-foot shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Back to Paul. Pass to McGetty. Now Griffin. Here's McAdoo. It's Cunningham with the rebound. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And he gets it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Now Paul. Pass to McGetty. Now here's Griffin. Here's McAdoo. Here's McGetty. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 19.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Cheeks. He's got 5. Back to Irving. Right side, Irving. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Pass to McGetty. Makes the lead pass. Here's McAdoo. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Cheeks. Iverson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. The kick out to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. With some arc. And he gets it to go.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Griffin with it. Cunningham's there. Griffin down low. He has 6. Off target with the jump hook. Here's Philadelphia. 9-point game. Iverson with the ball. Pass to Cheeks. Here is Cunningham. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. And he uses both hands to jam it in. Free throw good, McAdoo. So it's Philadelphia now. Down by 12. Iverson outside. Iverson. The tip in on the offensive rebound. He's got 12. Here's Paul. Pass to McGetty. Back to Paul. Here's McAdoo. Here's McAdoo. 10 points for him. 5 to shoot. Here's Paul. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the 76ers making a change here. And here we go with Maurice Cheeks. He has 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 7. Here's Paul. Pass to McGetty. Here's McAdoo. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Here is Hawkins. Here's the screen. Here's Cheeks. He's got 7. 5 on the clock. And Irving backs in. Cunningham's shot is off.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Paul outside. Back to McGetty. Pass to Walton. Puts up the baby hook. And that's good off the glass that time.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here is Hawkins. And here's Chamberlain. Here is Hawkins. Now, here is Irving. Swiped away. Now, here's Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. Now, McGetty. Shot from 16. No luck.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Pass to Hawkins. Blocked. And here's McGetty. 19 points in the game. Back to Walton. Here's Paul. And here is Jordan. Now McGetty. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 21. And here we go with Maurice Cheeks. They trail by 14. Pass to Hawkins. Now Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Hawkins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Paul with the ball. And that one's good. He's got 6. Here's Cheeks. He's got 7. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Irving. Here's Cheeks. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Here's Paul. 6 points for him. Pass to McGetty. Back to Paul. Paul right side. McGetty. Here's McAdoo. He's got 12. Now, here is McGetty. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here is Cunningham. Chamberlain with it. The 11-footer. It's blocked, but he recovers it. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
So far, Going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And here is Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Now, here is McGetty. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 24.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here's Cheeks. Here's Hawkins. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Paul outside. Pass to McGetty. Here's McAdoo. Here's McAdoo. 12 points for him. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. So it's Philadelphia now. A 12-point game. Back to Chamberlain. He's against Jordan. Chamberlain. Here is Hawkins. Back to Chamberlain. 6 to shoot. Again, Philadelphia. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to McGetty. Back to Paul. Now McGetty. Now here's Jordan. Lock at 6. Paul outside. Shoots it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pass to Hawkins. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers ahead. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here's Cheeks. They set the screen. Irving. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's good from Irving. And so he hits both. Now Redick out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. We just basically walked out of bounds.
Here's Cheeks. From deep. Can't hit. Redick with it. Pass to McAdoo. Here's Kaman. Here's McAdoo. Here's Free. Redick with it. A 3. And he gets it to go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Now here's Redick. Pass to Kaman. There's a screen. Here's McAdoo. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Cheeks. Now Irving. The shot's good from McGinnis.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's Reddick. Pass to Maggette. Free. Here's Free. Stolen away. They double him with Keenan. Fader on the way and blocked. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Reddick. Back to Irving. And he gets it to go.
Really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Free. Now, here is Maggette. Here's Free. And here is Kaman. 5 to shoot. Here's Free. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hand on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
There's the pick. Cheeks. Oh, that's blocked. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, Reddick. Another one falls for the Clippers.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher, he needs more than one guy to defend him.
Here's Collins. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. From 15 feet away, and the jumper is good.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Free, and it's blocked. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Collins. Here's McGinnis. Free defending. A jump hook. That's good.
He's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
And they're on the break. And here we go. Pass to Keenan. Tries to keep it alive. Here's McGinnis. Here's Collins. Here's Cheeks. Collins. McGinnis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the 76ers making a change here. And the Clippers have possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Maggette. Griffin. Back to Maggette. Shot clock at 6. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. 76ers trailing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Free. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Jordan. Pass to McAdoo. 6 on the shot clock. Maggette with it. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. 26 points for him.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's Simmons. Now Irving. Outside Irving. It goes straight through with the swish.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Free. Back to Jordan. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Irving. Right side, Irving. Here is Cunningham. Griffin on him. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Here's Free. Maggette with it. Here's Free. Jordan with it. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Here's Simmons. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Irving. Now, here's Chamberlain. The jump hook. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Free. There's a good screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. Here's Simmons. Shot from 12. Good. He hits the jump shot. Here's Free. Now here's Iverson. Outside Irving. Here's Simmons. Clock at 6. Pass to Iverson. To the middle. Cunningham. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And the Clippers call time here.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team.
And the 76ers making a change here. Outside Griffin. And they're moving it up. Cheeks. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And so here are the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. Right side Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. And right through it goes. Outside Irving. Outside Irving. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Paul outside. Griffin. Cunningham's there. Pass to Maggette. Paul with the ball. Paul left side. Here's the screen. Here's Maggette. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Down low. Cunningham. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. The Clippers in the lead. And here is Paul. Pass to Maggette. Griffin with it. Goes up the baseline. Griffin inside. That one wide left. Here's Cheeks. Iverson outside. Here is Cunningham. Nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points. Now Paul. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Griffin. And Irvin pulls it down.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Pass to Cheeks. Now, here is Irvin. Outside Irvin. 6 to shoot. Good! A huge shot to tie it up. Los Angeles calls timeout. So it's the Clippers now. Pass to Griffin. Oh, trying for it. Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Here's Cheeks. Outside Irving. Pass to Cheeks. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Maggette with it. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 31.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Outside Irvin. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Irving. And he gets the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Paul with the ball. Here's McAdoo. Here's Maggette. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and defense.
The 76ers trail. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Now here's Iverson. Cunningham's shot is off.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Pass to Maggette. Now Griffin. Here's McAdoo. Paul outside. And here's Griffin. Chamberlain on him. That's blocked. Here's Cheeks. They set the pick. Back to Iverson. Left side Irving. Left side Irving. Baseline try. Again, Philadelphia.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. Here's McAdoo. No good from Maggette. Here's Cheeks. Gives him the lead pass. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. To take the lead. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He drops the first one. 2 for 2 at the line.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Now here's Paul. Pass to McGetty. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Here's McAdoo. Pulls up. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Here's Cheeks. Charity spark shot. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's McAdoo. Pass to McGetty. Here's McAdoo. And Griffin backs in. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. And the 76ers with possession. Outside Irving. Here's Cheeks. Lays up the pick. Pass to Iverson. No good. Now, here's McGetty. Paul with the ball. Yes!
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
And the 76ers call time here. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Now here's Iverson. Now Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The jump hook. Poked away. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
And the Clippers call time here. So it's the Clippers. Corey McGetty